Hey guys, it's Evolus the Espeon. I'm coming at you with something very much new today. So, that curse is really ugly. Um, so you guys have been used to me like doing some LPs and some Mario stuff, but today I'm actually going to be throwing a little bit of a curveball your way. I'm going to be playing my own game. Yes, that's right, I am making a Mario game. The engine that I'm using is the one that you see right here, Super Mario Bros. X. It was forced to be pulled from the original, like, the guy's website that made it, but you can still find it through just like some Google searching. I mean, I would assume I was lucky enough to grab it before it got pulled. But it's basically an alternative to Lunar Magic, which is a really popular Super Mario World like ROM editor to making hacks. But the cool thing about it is that it doesn't require its own like Mario ROM, because it's a fully standalone like engine. And as you can see, in addition to Mario, we also got like Luigi and Link and Toad and Peach going on, which is really cool. So you have the 5 characters in the action. This does have a really cool 2-player split-screen mode, but I won't really be showing a lot of that today. Basically, I downloaded this engine because I wanted to try my hand at making my own Mario game, just to kind of see what I could come up with, and turn up the volume a little bit here. This is also kind of a demo video, per se, because there are a couple people out there that I would like to kind of turn this into a collaborative project with, and this is kind of to show them my progress so far. Oops. I've only got about 7 levels in, but that's what this demo is going to be showing you. I'm going to start a new slot here just to show you. Basically, the plan that I have going on so far is that there's going to be 5 worlds with 10 levels each. There's going to be a fortress and a castle in each level. The fortress somewhere about the halfway point of the level, and the castle finishing the level. And world, since there are 5 characters, World 1 is going to be, the Mario world. We got Mario going on here. World 2 is going to be the Luigi world, and then we're going to move on to Peach, Toad, and then finally Link. This is the first level of the game. Basically, every level is going to have a star hidden in it at some point. Every level except the fortress and the castle levels will have a star hidden in it. If you manage to get all the stars, it'll unlock a secret bonus world that I'm going to put together with like Sonic graphics, because it's got rings in the engine, which I think is kind of cool. And if you can beat that, it's going to unlock, just like, that was dumb, your final little bonus level that has a bunch of like memes in it, for the internet crowd. So as you can see, the dragon coins have been replaced with the flowers from Yoshi's Island. I just, wanted my own little personal touch there. That's another cool thing about this engine, is that it is fully and completely customizable. Any of the graphics that you see here can be changed. The music can be customized. As you can see right now, the music that I picked for this one is the main theme from Super Mario 64. That actually comes with the editor. The editor comes with a bunch of really awesome music from all the Mario games, and the graphics as well. The graphics are pulled from Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2 and 3, as well as music from Mario RPG and Mario 64. So this is, your basic first level. It's not particularly long or difficult. I've decided that what I'm going to do on like the first run is just go through the levels normally and show you how they're expected to be basically beat under the quote-unquote normal route. And then after that, go through them again and show you where the actual like stars and hidden exits are, just to kind of give you an idea of what this editor is capable of doing. So that's a little bit too loud. Keep in mind the levels in the forms that you're seeing of them. Sorry, I'm tinkering with the volume incessantly here. Okay, that should be okay. Keep in mind the levels that you're seeing them in are in their beta forms. These are not the final forms of the level. They are going to be edited and probably will change once I get feedback from beta testers and once I get some other level designers looking at them. One thing's for sure, this Toad right here who tells you all about the blue coins. Basically, that's a gimmick that I put in this. Blue coins mark like hidden secret areas, kind of. So if you see a blue coin, you want to kind of look out for that area to see if you're missing something. I'm going to be doing that, moving him, because I excuse me, I don't want to reveal like that secret too early on. I'm basically going to have like one toad house per world that gives you like little bonuses, kind of like the top secret area in Super Mario World that gave you like free flowers and stuff. See like the blue coins here, mark that one up. So it's just a cool little thing that, to keep gamers on their toes and keep them looking for things. Ugh, sorry. I think I'm, sick right now, but yeah, the blue coins just kind of give you a hint. They don't tell you exactly where they are, but they don't always mark the hidden areas too. So some areas, especially in the later ones, you're going to kind of have to look out on your own. Yeah, these switch blocks here, they turn these things either on or off. There's 4 different ones the editor gives you to play with, which is kind of nice. This is only the first Switch Canyon level, but my plan is actually to make sequels of it with a little bit harder, gameplay. I tried my hardest to keep these levels at relative World 1 difficulty type, except for this part. I really like this part. I like the idea of the Koopa hitting the shell on his own, and you being unable to, really control where the switch goes, just have an automated thing. I'm a little bit worried that it ended up a little bit too hard, though, for, World 1 type, even though I made the bridges, like, really long, so that's one thing I'm going to have to ask for feedback for, when I start with the testing. There's a little yay in there, I like to add personal touches. I did want to apologize if some of the graphics or the backgrounds end up looking kind of wonky. I had to resize the window down to 640 by 480 in order to fit for Cam Studio, so some of the graphics might have ended up looking a little bit skewered as a result. I apologize for that. Just keep in mind that the graphics in the actual game are fairly high quality. In fact, they're higher quality than even the Mario games that they were ripped from. So this background is actually a custom one. It didn't come with the game, but it's, as you might be able to place, the Yoshi's Island cave one, where the music is actually taken from as well. This is custom music that didn't come from the editor. In fact, a lot of this level is custom. I kind of went a little bit nuts when it came to the custom graphics here. The red coral is custom. It's not usually red. These blocks are light green. The cave itself is kind of an aqua greenish color, which is not normally its color. Another cool thing about this editor is that it is incredibly easy to customize. Like all of the... I may have already mentioned that, but I didn't go into a lot of details. All of the graphics in this game, they aren't in some dumb proprietary format that you have to extract and then convert and then do all this crap to. No, they're all in folders. If you want to have custom graphics, you just basically make a folder the same name as the level that you're customizing, and they're like in GIF format for the backgrounds. The music is an MP3, so it's really easy to customize. The music for this, of course, being the very famous Dire Dire Docks music from Mario 64. One of the most beautiful video gaming tracks. Another thing that you've probably noticed is that World 1 is not... it's only using fire flowers. I'm not giving the player an option of any of the other power-ups at this point. I think that a lot of levels can be built around really cool gimmicks that are built off of power-ups, like the feather, or the raccoon tail. And I think I may have just trapped myself. Uh-oh. Nope. I'm skillful like that. Anyway. Excuse me. Yeah, anyway, I think a lot of really cool levels can be built around those kind of power-up concepts, and this editor actually specifically comes with some really awesome... that was just dumb. Really awesome editor tools in terms of power-ups that you'll probably be seeing in this game's finished product. So yeah, a lot of stupid decisions there at the end, but there's level 3. Now we're moving on to level 4. Those of you that are RPG fanatics might be able to recognize the music I chose. If you still haven't been able to place it, it's the Baron Castle from Final Fantasy IV/2. This is Thwomp Castle, so basically the gimmick of it is, hey, there's a lot of Thwomps going on. This one really had to go through the gauntlet as far as difficulty testing, at least when I tested it. It started off with a whole bunch of enemies, and then I kind of trimmed them down to make it a little bit more fair. And in the end, we ended up with a castle that I believe is right on par with what a World 1 castle should be. It's also kind of a... excuse me, I hit the microphone there. It was also kind of a pain in the butt to make sure that this level fit within the... forgot what I was going to say, sorry guys. But yeah, this level doesn't have a boss. I should say it doesn't have a boss yet. I am planning for it to have a boss, maybe, kind of, sort of. I haven't decided if I want only the castles at the end of the level to have bosses, and have the fortresses not have them, or if I want both. Maybe Boomer could be the boss of this one, I don't know, but I admit part of that reason was laziness. I didn't know how to add a boss yet. Adding a boss is not one of this engine's most intuitive features. So, I know that I am kind of speeding through it. I hope I'm letting you guys get at least sort of a good idea of, the levels that you can expect. I am going through it kind of fast, because, of course, I made the levels, I already know the layouts, I know where all the secret stuff is, so... Plus, I've played through all these a whole bunch of times. So, this leads to the Pipe Maze. This one, brings in the really cool element from Mario Bros. 3, the screen wrapping concept. But as you can see, the enemies don't wrap correctly. Like, this Goomba started here. He should have wrapped over to here when he walked over here, but somehow dropped down to the level below. That's a bug that I can't fix. That's been built into the engine. So I don't know how, or even if I can fix it. I think it's just kind of there, and I may just have to kind of live with it. Just, maybe not make as many levels with that particular concept. So yeah. Stupid. Interesting fact here is that the music that you're hearing is actually a beta version of the underground music that they were going to use in Mario Bros. 2. If you remember the Mario Bros. 2 background music, it ended up being very much different than the one that you're hearing right here, whereas this is a little bit more techno-y remix of the, Mario Underground music that we all know and love. But yeah, I just found it interesting that this was originally the one that they were going to go with, so I thought, what the hell, it'll be a cool little thing to just kind of throw it in there and, use it for this. It does have midpoints. This was the first level, or actually, no, the second. I forgot that the World 3 had it, but yeah, the game does have midpoints. If you die, you start right there, like you should. This P-switch thing is a little bit tricky. It may be cut in the final product because of its trickiness. Basically, if you don't make it to the top before the P-switch runs out, you have no choice but to kill yourself down in that little bottom spiky part. This part is a little bit tricky, too. I may have to redesign this, because I'm not sure if this is like World 1 fairness. And that's another thing I don't like, is that the fireballs there, they loop around too. So like if you stay in one spot for a long time, you just end up with like an endlessly looping stream of fireballs that become progressively harder to dodge. But yeah, anyway, in regards to the difficulty, I want it to be like believable World 1 difficulty, but at the same time, this hack is, to an extent, intended for people who have more or less mastered the old school Mario games. So I want it to provide at least a decent challenge in that regard. This area may have to be remodeled too. I think it's a little bit too difficult. But yeah, and then that's level 5. we're getting pretty close to the end of what I've made so far, and then after that I'm gonna go back in and show you the star/bonus run. Kind of give you an idea of what this can do as far as secrets. This one I had a lot of fun making. It has a lot of nice atmosphere to it. I don't know if you can hear the music there, but it's actually from Donkey Kong Country 3. It's the waterfall music. My original plan for this level was actually to make a level more or less reminiscent of the waterfall levels in Donkey Kong Country 3. The problem with it being, though, that I found out that the editor actually does have an upward limit when it comes to the amount of quote-unquote background objects that you can put in, and the water here is counted as a background. So trying to fill the entire screen with the water, it looked cool, but it ultimately pushed the editor past a point that it could handle, so I had to give up on that concept. But in any case, I ended up with this one, which ended up pretty nice, I think. Sorry about all the sniffly guys. Sniffly stuff, guys. Getting over a cold. At least I hope I'm getting over it. But anyway, we got some Hammer Bro action going on. Hopping fish action. Yeah, but anyway, going off of what I was saying earlier about, getting through these relatively quickly. Just keep that in mind. Like, I don't want to sound arrogant or anything, but the reason I'm going through these so quickly, like I said, is because I know the layout and everything. I'm making it look easy as a result of that. I mean, I like to think that I'm not bad at Mario. I'm not the best, but, so just keep that in mind when, you're judging the difficulty. Familiarity of the layout is a big thing when it comes to difficulty. This section is a little bit difficult, too. A little bit. Like, not over the top, but difficult in the sense that when I had Taze going through it, he was having he died a couple times at this spot, so. Okay, so that level's done. So now we'll be moving on to the last level that I've created, and then we'll start doing the secret run. Frenzied Forest, as you can see, the world map up north of that hasn't been completed yet because I haven't bothered. Gino's Woods music from Mario RPG. Got that going on. Making a forest at first was a little bit of a challenge because I wasn't quite sure how to put the tree graphics together, but as you can see, I figured it out. The background is custom here. And this is also, as you can probably tell, the first level that introduced Yoshi. Man, I am burping up a storm today. But yeah, the first level that introduced him, I kind of wanted to keep him a little bit lower key in this game. Mario World apparently liked to have him in every single level known to man, except castles and ghost houses and crap, so. Come here. There you go. Satisfy the vor crowd. Sorry about that little jab there. I couldn't resist. Nothing against you guys. So cannons shoot bullets. We're learning this. I'm fairly proud of how this level turned out. I think it ended up fairly atmospheric. I like the way that everything kind of ended up. So for that reason, I would, kind of like it if this level ended up the same way. That's one thing about this engine that I don't like. If you remember in the original Mario World, if you got a Yoshi and then you hit another Yoshi block, it was a 1-up instead to commemorate you keeping Yoshi that long. And in this one, they decided not to do that. So, oh god. Let's get on Yoshi. There we go. That piranha plant is in a very difficult spot to dodge, and yes, that is intentional. Almost done with this.